kids! In this video I'll be showing you guys how to make really easy die erasers. So this is a very easy way of making die erasers and it is useful too. So as you see, these are really cute erasers and I made them with smiley emojis. So you can do it in any decoration you like. So you can even make them in different colors and you can decorate it. If you want, you can even write your name on it, and if you're going to gift it to some of your friends or family members, you can even write their name on it, and you can even write your class section and anything on it. So now without any further delay, let's get started and we'll be seeing how to make this really easy, cute die erasers. So before we start, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done yet. Like, share and comment. Also press the bell icon so that you'll receive a notification whenever I upload a video. So now let's get started. So first step is that before we get started, I'm just going to be taking some newspaper and I'm going to be keeping it at the bottom, because sometimes if you spill something, then your table will be wasted. So that's why I'm taking newspaper and keeping them over here. So I'm just going to be keeping a newspaper like this. So if you guys want, you don't have to keep newspaper. It's not compulsory, but just for safety purposes, I'm just going to be taking a little from this part and I'm going to be keeping it over here like this. So now the first step is that we're just going to be taking, taking some water. So I just took a small bowl like this and I have a little bit of water over here. So I'm just going to be making this in a really small quantity. So that's why I'm taking less water. According to your purpose and according to your use, you can increase the water quantity. So the next step is that we're going to be adding something. So that is, we're going to be adding some all-purpose flour. So I have this much over here. So if you guys want, you could even use normal flour. So this is called as maida. So I'm just going to be taking a small spoon and I'm just going to be putting this into this water. So please do this slowly. So as you see, now it's kind of in a liquid form. So according to your purpose, you can add more, because then it will be too liquid. So you have to get it like in a solid mixture. So I'm going to be dumping this over here, and now you'll have it like this. So now I'm just going to be pressing it and I'm going to be turning it over here so that it gets into a really solid form. So it's kind of liquid right now. So I'm just going to be tossing it for a while. So you just have to keep rubbing it for a little while. So next step is that after we have completed with this, so we have to swap it for a few times. So next, after that, I'm going to be taking some glue. So putting glue will help it to get nicely stuck with each other. So please do not add more glue. If you add more glue, it will be too rough and you won't be able to erase with it. So I'm just going to be adding a little bit of glue, like only this much. So please do not add more glue to it. So now I'm just going to be mixing it again. So if you want, you can use your hands, but I'm going to be using my hands later, because if you use it now, then I'll add the other ingredients to be perfect. So I'm just mixing it and I have it in this form like this. So next step is that we're just going to be rolling it for a while. So next we're going to be adding color to it. So I'm just going to be adding some turmeric powder over here. If you guys want, you can add chili powder to make it in a red color. Or if you want, you can add food coloring to it, or you can leave it in white as well. If you guys want, you can use rangoli powder and put it into it. But I'm going to be using this one because it's organic and I don't want to add extra food colors to it. So I'm just going to be putting it over here and I'm dumping it. So as you see, we have it like this right now. So now I'm just going to be mixing it. So as you see, it will be in kind of dark orangish color. So you can do it in any color you like. So please do not add more glue, as I said. If you add more glue, it won't be perfect. So this one is in kind of orange shade. The first smileys I made are in the yellow, as you see. But it's even fine if you have it like in dark orange or something. So after that, I'm just going to be taking everything and I'm going to be transferring them to this plate. So the ingredients are actually ready right now. So I'm just going to be washing them and just going to be swapping them like this. So after some time, you can even start using your hand. So you can just take it like this and you start using your hands. So I'm just going to be tossing them, pressing them. So if you feel like it's kind of still gluey or something, you could even use, you have to add more all-purpose flour to this. If you add that, then the stickiness will be over. So as you see, you just have to keep swapping them with your hands and add more all-purpose flour to it so that you'll be having it without any stickiness. So you can also use this as clay. So this also, if you add more all-purpose flour, you'll get like a clay structure. So I'm just going to be pressing it like this and I'm going to be just rolling them. So as you see, I'm just going to be adding a little more all-purpose flour to get it in the perfect shape. So next step is that after you get it into the perfect shade, you just have to leave it over here. So you can make it dry for like about 10 minutes. So while it dries, you can just go get other ingredients. So next step is I'm going to be adding a few more all-purpose flours because it's kind of in a sticky state. So now we're just going to be leaving it closed. So if you guys want, you can even use it in a closed environment, or you can even dry it so that it gets into a dry posture. So now I've made it dry for 10 minutes. So now it's kind of in a better state. So next step is that I'm going to be taking some more all-purpose flour and I'm just going to be adding it to it like this. And now I'm just going to be swapping it and doing it. So as you see now, the liquid state is kind of going and you'll be getting like a solid structure. So according to your use, you can add it. Still it's kind of sticky. So I'm going to be adding a little bit more to it like this. And I'm going to be rubbing it around. So as I said, you have to do it for a long time so that the sticky state and everything will be gone. So you have to do this for a minimum of about 10 minutes. You have to do it continuously so that you'll get a proper structure. So as you see, the glue is now going and it's coming into a solid posture. So as I said, you can do it in any structure and anything you like. So I'm doing it in yellow because I'm going to be doing emojis with it. If you're going to be doing like heart-in shapes or any other shape, you can do it according to the use. So I'm going to be putting a little bit more flour over here. And I'm going to be swabbing it around. So one more thing is I do not add more glue because as I said, if you add more glue, then it will be kind of strong and you won't be able to erase with the eraser. So I'm going to be rubbing it for a little more longer. So this will take a long time. So you should not do it in a hurry and do it slowly. So in the meanwhile, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done yet. Like, share and comment. Also press the bell icon so that you will receive a notification whenever I upload a video. So if you want, you can even add more water to it, and you can add different food colorings because as you see now, from the orange the color has come down to yellow because we have added more all-purpose flour to it. So now it's in a kind of solid state right now. So I'm just going to be pressing it, so mixing it so that the yellow color is thoroughly distributed. So now after it's ready, I'm just going to be making 2 erasers with this. That will be the correct quantity, and I'm going to be separating them into 2. So the first one, I'm going to be dipping it in a little bit of all-purpose flour and I'm going to be rubbing it on both the sides. And now I'm just going to be mixing the one properly. So after that, I'm just going to be rolling them like this. So as you see, it's not sticky anymore and we got the yellow color perfectly. So now I'm just going to be pressing it. I'm going to be getting a circular shape like this for the eraser. So we're just going to be pressing on it nicely like this. So now we've got a small circle over here and I'm going to be placing it on the tray and I'm going to be repeating the same steps. So I'm just going to be rubbing it in all-purpose flour and I'm going to be pressing on it from both the sides, and you have to also nicely squeeze it so that the color won't be distributed properly. So you have to squeeze it for the proper mixing of the colors. So I'm just going to be pressing this on as well. So as I said, you can decorate it using your own creativity. You can draw anything and do anything. So now we're just going to be leaving it like this. So as you see, it's kind of still squishy, and if you erase with it, it'll be kind of, it won't be strong enough. So now we're just going to be leaving it like this, and you should leave it for totally 12 to 24 hours. So after you do that, it'll be nice and rigid. So now it's been totally 12 hours and as you see, it's nice and strong right now, and I just added a little bit of all-purpose flour to get it into a perfect color, and I just left it. And now I just at like about 2 to 3 hours, I just changed its position and I just turned it to both the sides so that it will be completely dried on both the sides. So now I'm just going to be taking everything and I'm going to be keeping it, so we don't need it anymore. And now we have our strong eraser is ready. So next step is decoration. So for that, I just got a black sketch pen, and you can draw it since it's nice and rigid. So I'm just going to be making 2 emojis. So I just drew 2 eyes, and I'm going to be putting a small dot for the nose, and I'm going to be drawing a big smiley face like this. So I'm going to be repeating the same step on the opposite side of the paper as well, on the opposite side of the eraser as well. So I'm going to be doing the same emoji on both the sides because since it's going to be the same eraser. So next step is I'm taking the next one and I'm going to doing any design. So it's according to your wish, you can do any design you like. For this one, I'm going to be doing like a small eye like this. Then now I'm going to be putting a small nose and a big smiley like this. So I'm going to be putting the same step on the opposite side of the eraser. So 2 sad faces like things and 1 big smiley, and our eraser is complete. So you can do it in a darker shade and you can finish it off, and you can do any decoration as I said. So this is a real working eraser and works properly. The only thing is that you should not apply too much glue, and you should keep it in a kind of dried environment so that it gets too dry. Also, do not apply too much glue or it'll get too much rigid. And as you see, it should be like kind of flexible like this. And as you see, I already made 3 as I showed you in the beginning of the video. Now I totally have 5 erasers. So you can do more decorations to it and decorate it according to your wish. So after we complete this, our really easy dye erasers are ready. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and see you guys next time on Crafty Kids. Thank you for watching. Bye.